Are you enjoying the expansion and clarification of your own desire? It's the most important question, because expansion is what we are all about. In other words, we cannot cease expansion. The variety will always inspire within you the new idea, and that new idea will always generate a vibration in you. It always will. And so as that new idea is vibrating within you, you could call it a preference or a desire or a thought, but as it begins its own expansion, the vibration that it causes within you is now something that you own. It's something that belongs to you. It's something that you must align with. Because if you don't, there will be discord in your vibration. Many people, when they come to a gathering like this, that is pointed toward the idea of deliberate creation, many people misunderstand that 100% of the creation is a vibrational experience, and that 100% of your point of attraction is because of the vibration that is within you. Part of that vibrational makeup is the desire that is constantly born within you, and the other part of that vibrational makeup is your alignment or misalignment with that vibration. You are far more than the beings you see here in these bodies. You are long-time extensions of source energy. You are vibration first and foremost. And while your vibration has manifested into what you see in your flesh, blood, and bone reality, you are vibration, mostly. So as you understand that you are an extension of this source energy, consciousness, vibration, force, whatever you want to call it, as you understand that you are an extension of that, then you begin to understand that you have vibrational roots. You have vibrational source. You have vibration that began you, that is you, that is pure positive energy vibration. And you've got to factor it into what you're doing day by day, because when you're in alignment with that source energy, you're thriving. But when you're out of alignment with that source vibration, you're not thriving. And so you just can't run around in your physical world and look here, there, and everywhere, taking no deliberate care to vibrate purposefully and live happily ever after. You just can't focus upon whatever somebody wants you to focus upon and offer a vibration about whatever it is you're focusing upon and be assured that it will cause you perfect alignment with your source energy, because your source energy has specific characteristics. Your source energy is non-resistant in nature. Your source energy doesn't push against anything. Your source energy is a high frequency, non-resistant, pure positive energy vibration. So when you get crossways of your source energy, you feel it, and that is what negative emotion is. Negative emotion is your indicator that somehow you got crosswise of your source energy vibration. So, as we are moving forward here today, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. We will introduce you, some of you are not aware of it, many of you have been hearing us, to the emotional scale, the emotional vibrational scale, because we want you to understand the vibrational content of the thoughts that cause different feelings within you. And we want to show you how, with far less effort than it takes you to learn QuickBooks on your computer, you can remember your alignment with who you are and utilize it on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis and bring yourself consistently into alignment with that steady stream of well-being that is offering itself to you and through you in every moment of your life. We want you to let that be not only something that you are aware of, but the most important thing that you are aware of. Because when you begin to feel your way through your thoughts, through your choices of thoughts, when you begin to realize that you have options about the thoughts that you activate and entertain, then you will be the deliberate creator of your own experience. As long as you think, you don't have a choice about what you think, because you don't have a choice about the circumstances that surround you, then you are like a cork bobbing on a raging sea, going wherever it bounces you. But when you understand that you have options, choices in every moment, on every subject, then you begin to make those choices because of the way those choices feel as you make them, and now you are using the guidance that comes forth from within you to guide you to the well-being, to the prosperity, to the love of self and others, to the experience that you knew you would have, to the experience that is possible for all, to the experience that really is only experienced by those who come to understand the art of allowing. The art of allowing what? The art of allowing source flowing through you. The art of allowing what? The art of allowing your connection to who you really are. The art of allowing what? The art of allowing well-being and clarity and confidence and abundance. The art of allowing the well-being that is your legacy. Unless you do that thing you do that pinches it off. And whenever you do that thing you do that pinches it off, you always feel some sort of negative emotion. And that's a good thing, not a bad thing, because that negative emotion is your indicator of how you're doing. It means you have been focusing in ways that are causing you to disallow your source, and so you are not in this moment in the mode of thriving as much as you could be. So it is good for you to reach for some thoughts that give you some relief from the discord or resistance that you have presently going on. And with each attempt at reaching for a thought that feels better, you release more resistance, and as you release more resistance, you feel back up with who you are, and your thriving resumes. And we want to really emphasize the word resumes, because thriving is always the dominant part of your experience. And we will acknowledge that some of you are going to have to croak before you resume thriving. Because some of you have pinched it off pretty good. Some of you have developed some pretty powerful habits of thought. Some of you have developed some strong enemies that you take great delight in every day, pushing very hard against. And some of you thrive on some subjects and suffer on others. In other words, you have different vibrational frequencies depending upon the subject at hand that is activated. But we want you to know that you have access to guidance that will lead you always in the direction of your thriving on all subjects. But you've got to figure out which direction is going toward your objective and which direction is going away from your objective. And before you can do that, you've got to figure out what your objective is. In other words, what is the essence of thriving? Is not thriving feeling wonderful? Is not thriving clarity, and doesn't that feel good? Is not thriving physical wellness, and doesn't that feel good? In other words, thriving and alignment with who you really are one and the same thing. And they always, 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 with no exceptions anywhere, feel good. So how you ever got crossways of that, it is really an interesting thing to see you. So many of you have come to the place where you think if it feels good, there might be something wrong with it. And if there's a lot of struggle and suffer in it, then it's virtuous and worth really doing. And we say, you must have been allowing yourself to be guided by someone else who would benefit by your doing whatever they ask you to do in your struggle. Because it is our promise to you that you cannot have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. It cannot be. It is illogical. It defies the laws of the universe. Law of attraction says that which is likened to itself is drawn, which means you cannot achieve a vibrational frequency with something unwanted, which is evidenced by the negative emotion that you feel as you embrace the thought, and be on your way to something that you want. It's not possible. It defies all logic and all law. So as you begin to pay attention to your emotions, as you begin to reacquaint yourself consciously with your own guidance system, what begins to happen to you is you not only consistently reconnect with the source energy that is you, but you begin to take what we call the emotional journey. You begin to discover the art of shifting vibration and therefore shifting the way you feel, which is delicious because you feel good all the time. And then the big bonus from your point of view, not from ours so much, but from your point of view, is manifestation then acquiesces around the vibration that you've discovered. So let us clarify the difference between the action journey that so many of you seem to be embarking upon and the emotional journey, which is guidance from within. If someone is sick, really sick, they've got one of those big labels that is incurable attached to them, maybe more than one. And of course they want to be well. The action journey goes something like this. I have to find out what's wrong with me. I have to find a specialist that can identify it well. I have to find a specialist that has done the most leading edge research, because the research that exists says that this is not curable. So I need a specialist that's willing to take some risks and be out there on the leading edge. And that's going to take a lot of money. So I need to get together with large groups that can gather the resources. But that's going to have political ramifications, so I need to get involved in the political format so that I can get the laws passed that will allow the research and attract the funding that I need in order to discover the cure to this thing that I've got. And then I have to find a doctor who has learned the skill and is capable of administrating it. And then I need the resources so that I can apply this specific medical procedure to me. And I need the resources so that I can stop doing whatever I've been doing that makes the money that I've been making, that makes my life go round. And we say, oh, just shoot me in the head now. In other words, there is so much that needs to be done, and so many obstacles that need to be overcome, and so many reasons to feel defeated, and so many reasons to realize that it's not going to happen fast enough. Oh, and then, by the way, you've only got 6 months to live anyway. So that's the action journey. Now, granted, we did tilt it so that you wouldn't want to take that journey, because we have a much better plan for you, and that is the emotional journey. The emotional journey says, I want to travel from fear to hope. That's it. The emotional journey you can achieve in 10 minutes with the right application of thought. The emotional journey is the journey where you just try to find a thought that feels better, and when you feel a little better, you have traveled a distance toward where you want to go. The emotional journey quantifies your journey. The emotional journey lets you know whether you're headed toward or away from your objective. Many people who are on their way to wellness get halfway there and get discouraged because there is not manifestation and turn around and head back toward illness. Many people on their way from financial disaster get nearly to where they want to be, where the manifestation is nearly about to show up, but because they take score about the manifestation, they get disoriented and discouraged and turn around and go back to poverty or back to not enough money. It happens all the time to physical humans who haven't quantified their journey. This one says, try this medicine, try this surgery, try this pill, try this political party, try this religion, try this platform, try this. And what happens is so many people are just spinning around disoriented in the desert because they don't know which way is the way to go. And we're wanting you to understand that the way to go is always the way that right now feels the most relief to you. The most relief to you. Because in every moment of your experience, as you have been banging around in this contrast, you have been launching preferences, and Source has heard every one of your preferences, no matter how subtly or boldly they were offered. Every single one of them. And as these preferences are radiating from you, they are pre-paving your future experience. They are going out like a heavenly rocket into your future experience, and law of attraction is lining up around them. And your future experience is being made for you before you approach it. 99% of all creation is complete before you begin to see the physical evidence of it. So most of what you're doing is an emotional journey. And if you're taking the emotional journey that feels lovely as you're taking it, not only do you feel good while you're in Yuma, not only do you enjoy the desert and enjoy the sights and see the vistas and have a wonderful conversation and a very good time, but when you get there, you recognize it as that which you have been in alignment with all along. That was good.